Hi guys, welcome back to CountyLine Farming. Real nice day out today. Gonna have some bad weather tomorrow, so we're scraping right now. The big barn, Bryson's working on that. I'm gonna go start mixing feed for when we get done, and then we'll have to haul some manure. And we got 4 ag bags open, 2 corn, 1 sedan grass, and 1 hay. So we'll have to get corn silage out of the corn bag at the end of this barn and bring it down to where we're mixing feed. So we'll have to do that then at the end. Got pens 9 and 10 out right now. Scraped them 4 days ago. And we're gonna do it again today. We'll just take the manure to Red Hall probably. Right now we're mixing with the 40-30, got about 11,000 hours on it. And we got the 220, we got about 3,000 hours on it. Start mixing up feed. So the corn silage we're feeding out of the bag that we're bringing down. We got it right here. And so we'll get half of this, and then we'll get the other half out of the bag that we're feeding out of. So it's not quite 2 scoops then. So this stuff had just a little bit of mold on the end of the bag, so we're blending it off. We're up here at the other corn silage bag now. Need another 700 pounds of feed. Not quite as much as we had in the other scoop there. Bags aren't the best quality either, so we'll come back and get a little bit more, and then we'll probably put about 3 scoops of this other alfalfa in there. So we're over here at the second cutting hay silage bag now. Need 2 more scoops. Feed is very good quality, so we're putting less protein in the ration and other minerals just because of the feed quality in this stuff. So the feed quality here, the stuff was very high protein and nice alfalfa. So when you have nicer feed, you don't have to put as many supplements in to meet the heifers requirements for vitamins and minerals, and so we're ending up putting a little bit less of both of our minerals in for that reason. So it saves us money when we have better feed, but it maybe cost more to make the feed just depending on your criteria. So we're actually going to we'll take a couple 100 pounds of this that we're mixing up and put over underneath the bank barn for the calves. And then the rest will run out in about an hour, 2 hours. When we get done scraping, it'll be time to feed then. Got fuel put in it, almost empty. 220's running. We're gonna clean up second cutting bag over here, so we don't have to do it when we get done feeding, because we'll have to get more feed there. We won't quite have enough for morning, so get that cleaned up quick. So we just got first batch fed out. We already had it mixed up. We're gonna go ahead and start mixing up second batch and maybe get it fed out before we go home. So we got second batch mixed up right now, and we're putting in the minerals. unload with this skid loader, clean the bucket out with some fill, and load up some corn out of there. We gotta feed pen 9 and 3 yet though. Dropped them off, so put in some straw and we'll start playing in the dirt. Well, Bryson got all the little pieces of plastic picked up, that way we can work on getting the dirt ready for when we start chopping about the middle of May or so. That way it's all ready to go, dried out and leveled up, so we'll probably work on that once we get done. There's the beacon I put on. It's just a magnetic one I got. So Dad got done from the second heifer farm. He's bedding right now, so we'll just go straight to moving dirt, and got some rotten feed to pick up also. Turn this thing off. So put the feed in the pile, the rotten feed that was spilled or whatever, and then we'll just haul that out. There's not very much, it's just feed that's on the surface of the dirt. You don't want to mix it in with the dirt. We'll reuse the dirt for about half of it. Will go for washouts on fields, and then the other half gets reused on the ends of bags for next year usually. He's in the big barn. He's got to do pen 5, so he'll work on that. We got that feed down, got the skid loader put away. Justin is scraping free stalls here and at the second heifer farm Monday, Wednesday, Friday around 7 or so in the morning, and then I scrape it here Saturday night, so I don't have to do any scraping during the week. He's got that taken care of. I just got to haul the manure. This will be working. We'll get some dirt moved around so it looks half organized, I guess you could say. So get at her. It's sprinkling out. It's almost completely dark. Dad's finishing up heavy. So I think on the last bale now. Got most of the dirt pushed over here. We're just in the part where it's really muddy. You can hear the skid loader really liking it too. Most of it over here before it starts raining real bad. So this will dry up nice. Got some asphalt under some of this actually. It's really starting to rain. But this here is some really nice dirt actually. Separated out, it really isn't that bad. Anyway, got most of it done, sprinkling now, so talk to you tomorrow. It is Friday afternoon now. Just got done feeding, and we're bedding up 1 through 3, starting under the barn with 1 and 2. Come on, girls, let's go. Come on. So we'll get this done, and we'll let them back in. Then we'll do 3, and let 3 back in. I don't know what DeMarcus did with the old chain, but I guess we're just gonna not have a chain now. I ain't putting one on, so guess we'll see how long it lasts before somebody realizes there ain't chain on the gate. It stays most of the way open, so it'll work. Give her the beans bacon. Well, it's nice and warm in here, let me tell you. It's cold out there. So we got done bedding them pens. Had to move 2 things up in the bank barn, and we moved all the rest of the third cutting hay that we baled when we did the straw last summer over to the other side of the barn, because we have machinery on that side. That way we can get to it and bring it down to the cab. Filling up right now. We're going to go up to the mountain and push up all the trees into the hedgerow. A whole bunch of trees that fell down, and work on the driveway just a little bit in one spot probably. So we're going to go up there and get that done tonight. So the lovely GoPro decided to quit working, but basically we got done up on the mountain clearing trees about 9 o'clock this night, and then we moved on the next morning and we fed all the cattle at the home farm. So let's get at it. So we got done feeding all the big heifers TMR, and we're down here under the bank barn. We're gonna get some pellets, Feed a few buckets of pellets in the big barn to the smallest heifers just to keep them healthy. Just bettered it last night. Since we have about 25 head, just one group or so, under the whole barn. Bedding lasts probably 2-3 times longer. So, we'll get them fed here. Got them all fed. There's 29 of them in this pen. We can keep about 40 under here comfortably. But then that's not really two groups, it's like a group and a half, so. This group looks pretty good. There's just one that's just a little bit smaller, but she's just younger. That's the only difference. Shut the lights off, and we'll go in the shop and show you what we got going on in there. So coming in the shop, we got the dump truck front end tore apart right now. Put some new springs and whatnot on this side. A couple other things, fuel leak need fixed. So that's getting worked on. This tractor had a bunch of this stuff in it. Bunch of junk. And cable was melted off pretty far in here. And it's surprising the thing didn't catch on fire. So this is a 2520 we bought last year. It's also going to get a new seat. 4320, still got the fuel tank out. Got to put it back in. Put it in and then found another leak, so I'd take it back out and redo that. Got the lawnmower. I need to finish this up. I just got to put the panels on and it'll be ready to go. Might clean it up a little bit better again, since it was pretty dirty. So didn't change the oil in it, but doesn't really need it. We'll have to grease it too. Tires are all good. Dad fixed this yesterday. Had to put this new pin in. This pin that controls that pin from coming up and down came out, so I had to put a new one in. That one looks alright, okay. So now we just had the pallet forks on this before, so this one's good to go again. Got the old backhoe in here. We bought this last year, or 2 years ago, I guess. And we got the whole Extend-A-Hoe pulled out of it, and Dad's working on that. Had a big oil leak on it, and we actually have a new bucket to put on it as well. You might have seen that in the machinery tour. So we'll be putting a new bucket on since this one's shot. So yeah, we got the whole back end tore apart. 5020 is not getting worked on, it's just kind of chilling in here. Got the 4320 number 2, the power shift model. The one we bought 2 years ago. Had some electrical problems with it. And it's been in here most of the winter. Been getting that finished up here last week. Finish it up next week probably. And then it'll be ready to haul silage all summer. So got steps and stuff put on. Cab's clean, just need to pressure wash the outside. Still got manure on it from last fall. Here's the bottom of the 4320 tank. Just kind of like some putty-like stuff. As the bottom wears out from rubbing on, there's some stuff that was put in, but it still rubs just a little bit, so that's kind of what rubbed the hole in it finally. Metal's thin, then it gets really thin, so that's what happens when you have a 1972 tractor that you're running on a weekly basis. So that's what's going on in the shop. We got a lot of stuff tore apart right now. So Dad's been staying busy on this stuff, and then Two other guys throughout the week pop in and help them once in a while. So we got a couple more things to run through the shop. Nothing major. Since the one planter won't have to get any work done, which will be nice. But we got quite a few things that we purchased. They'll be coming in before spring, not too long. So actually got the one video half filmed already. Nothing showed up, but we traded a couple of things in. Actually 4 things we traded off. And so anyways, that concludes the shop session. Just had the time change this week, so it's dark now in the morning and a little bit lighter at night, so the sun's just starting to come up. Going in to get some breakfast. Pretty nice out. Wind's not blowing, so it's really not very cold. So I want to thank you all for watching today's video. If you stuck around to the end, I appreciate it. And I'll catch you in the next one.